If you're in the game of building business credit and accessing capital, then you've probably heard about Navy Federal. I'm pretty sure you have. They're popular for a reason. Solid customer service, flexible lending, and more importantly, they based off of relationship banking, not just your credit score. Now, when it comes to their business products, aka the business line of credit, there are a few key data points that I need you to understand before applying, okay? Because if you don't go in prepared, mark my words, you're either gonna get denied or you're gonna walk away with a tiny limit. And I'm talking about a $500 limit with no real leverage. So what I want you to do right now is go grab your pen and paper, and without further ado, let's dive in. Okay, so real quick, let's start with what you actually need to even have a shot at getting approved. First things first, I need you to understand is you need actual history with them. Navy Federal wants to see personal banking relationships for a minimum of 4 months, okay? I've heard a lot of people say 6 months, but I think the sweet spot is most likely about 4 months. So if you just opened your account last week, hold on, what I need you to do is slow down, hold your horses, because you are nowhere near ready yet, all right? They're looking for seasoning. They're looking for seasoned business owners right now and seasoned personal accounts as well. Not only for the actual seasoning itself, they actually want to see how you move money around in this account, how consistent are the deposits are, how responsible do you manage the account, not only on the business side, but also the personal side as well, okay? The second thing that I need you to understand is, even though I said way in the beginning that they're more personal relationship banking than actual credit scores, it does not mean that your credit score does not matter. Oh, because it does on the business side. What I'm telling you right now, as far as going for the business products or the business line of credit, you're gonna need at least a 700 plus credit score to get started. Ideally on Experian, because that is literally where they are going to pull from when it comes to the business products. So this also means, ladies and gents and business owners, 0 inquiries on Experian is ideal, all right? The reason why is because they're very strict about that. Navy Federal is inquiry sensitive, and too many inquiries, you'll likely end up denied automatically. Even if you meet every single checklist, they are going to deny you because you look thirsty to them. You want to look like you don't need the credit, not that you do. Even if you do, act like you don't. Now, the next thing that I want to actually talk about is the internal scoring system, all right? This is what most people miss. Navy Federal uses an internal scoring model, a hidden grading system based on your relationship with this bank. Come to think about it, actually a lot of banks actually do this. They just never will tell you. And one of the fastest ways to boost your internal score with Navy Federal is keep at least $2,000 to $5,000 just sitting in your personal account consistently. Now, this isn't mandatory, all right? I know you're about to click off and be like, yo, I can't do that right now. This isn't mandatory, but it does give you kind of a leg up and extra points behind the scenes with Navy Federal when it comes to the decision-making process. It does show that you're liquid and stable and you're managing your money extremely well with them. And it also helps build trust, with the underwriter. So when they go checking to see how you really are as a personal person, again, they'll give you that check way faster than what you think. So think of it like this. Would you actually lend money to someone who keeps $12 in their checking account every single month? Yeah, I'm talking to you right now. Exactly. Let me break it down to you even more. Would you lend to the person that's in your neighborhood that you've heard never got no money, but they always begging for money? They always come to you and be like, yo, what's up, man? How you doing? Can I borrow 50,000? And you looking at them like, what are you talking about, bro? It's like, nah, I'm good for it. Well, show me you good for it. Well, I can't right now. Exactly. Well, you can't get the money. All right, now that you kept more than $12 in your personal account, I just want to go over something really quick as far as a disclaimer, because if you're trying to use Navy Federal to build your business credit, then you've gone to the wrong place, because let me tell you why this doesn't help your business credit. Navy Federal doesn't report their business line of credit to the business credit bureaus. So that means, again, if you're trying to build your business credit profile, you won't see this show up on your Dun & Bradstreet, your Experian, or your Equifax business. I'm sorry to say it, all right? So technically, this doesn't really help your business credit. But, there's a flip side to this coin, all right? Because it doesn't hurt technically either. If you max it out or miss a payment, it won't actually show up on your personal or business side unless you default. Now, hold on, let me explain that real quick and say it again. If you miss a payment, there's a difference between missing a payment and defaulting. I'm saying as far as if you max it out, it won't show the utilization because yes, business lines of credit have utilization. And if you miss a payment, meaning that, for example, if your payment is due on the 5th and you're like, oh snap, I forgot to pay it, it's the 15th and you pay it, you're fine. But defaulting is the due date was the 5th and you went all the way to the next month on the 7th to find out, oh, I missed a payment. Why is it showing up on my business credit? Oh, because I'm irresponsible. So this kind of makes it like a private line of capital, if you will, if you want to add some sauce to it or something like that. And that it can actually be useful in the situation when needing business funding, okay? But you don't want it actively affecting your credit visibly. So, it's kind of like a gift and a curse all at the same time. Now, let's talk limits. If you walk in thinking that you're going to get $50,000 on this business line of credit, think again, okay? Most people are assigned to one of these 3 starter limits. It's either $500, $1,000, or $5,000 max, okay? This isn't big money, ladies and gents, to a lot of people. It might be 5,000, might be a lot to a lot of people. It's a lot to me still, but I'm just letting you know it's not $150,000. But it can be a smart cash management tool if you use it correctly. Think of it as a flexible overdraft buffer or like a short-term working capital bridge. Like not your main funding weapon, if you will, all right? You picking up what I'm putting down? Because here's the checklist before you actually walk into Navy Federal and you're trying to get even that $5,000 max. You need, of course, a completed and signed business loan application, duh, and you'll need to agree to personal guarantee this actual business line of credit. So that means if your name is Bob and your business name Bob LLC, Bob has to vouch for that LLC, all right? So just understand that moving forward. And also you will go through a full personal credit check, all right? Because I know with Navy Federal, a lot of times you can pre-qualify for things. Nah. No soft pull, no pre-qualification, all right? From the horse's mouth from a representative, okay? So let me repeat that one more time. There is no pre-qualification, none whatsoever. This is a hard pull, full commitment application. You need to have your credit profile clean and documentation ready. So if you go in sloppy or just trying your luck, you're just gonna burn an inquiry with nothing to show for it. Don't do that. So should you actually apply for this? Well, that actually depends on your strategy. If you're early in the funding journey and you just need a cushion for business checking, or you want a backup line of credit, just kind of off the radar, then this is definitely useful. But if you're deep in the trenches and you're building your business credit, stacking trade lines, and preparing for major funding plays, then this line of credit might be, it might help your profile on paper. It's a tool, but it's really not a trophy. And the biggest mistake that I see business owners make is applying without understanding what they're actually getting. So that's why I wanted to kind of give you no fluff and just give you more information regarding this. So again, for a good example, think of this as a backup generator. It doesn't power the entire house, but when the lights go out, it keeps the essentials running. That's how you actually want to use this business line of credit. Not to expand, but to more so protect. And when you view it as that through this lens, you will become more smart and have a strategic tool for your funding ecosystem. So with all that being said, let's go over the checklist one more time for the people in the back. The Navy Federal Business Line of Credit, you need to make sure you have a personal account with them for 4+ months, okay? Have a 700 score with 0 inquiries on Experian. Yes, you can have a 680. Yes, I've seen it before, but I'm just saying 700 is way better. Keep $3,000 to $5,000 in your account to boost your internal scoring system, okay? If you can, not mandatory. And be ready with your documentations and know that this is going to be a hard pull on Experian. Understand that this won't build your business credit. It's a quiet safety net used correctly. So with all that being said, smart funding isn't about chasing high limits all the time. It's about using the right tools at the right time, okay? But if all of you guys are listening to all this and you're like, yo, how shoot, that sounds really awesome. I really want to get this plus more. I'm looking for way more funding, but my credit isn't right, things of that nature. I don't know where to go. I don't know which way is up. Then if you want to structure your personal and business credit profile for real business funding, You want to access $50,000 to $250,000 without any red flags. I will break it all down into my How to Credit Start program. So what I want you to do is book a consultation with me right now. The link is in the description, and I'm going to help you with everything. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Now make sure you use these data points and get that business line of credit, all right? Yo, until next time, ladies and gents.